for Wall Street Bets. All right, we're in there. I'm just waiting for my live stream to pull up on my phone, guys, so I can see the live chat. But like I was saying, guys, thanks to all the savvy investors that continue to watch the channel. We are making money all across the board, guys. We're making money on side plays, major buy alerts. Even old plays we forgot about and put in the back pocket is running up, guys. Told you guys about recourse systems. That stock is doing very well. Northern Dynasty popped up today, like I told you guys in Monday's video. Ater as well as Northern Dynasty is going to see some huge gains this week, and we did that, and we're not done running. Now, as far as our major buy alert, guys, that thing did kick up tremendously. My boy Just Chillin' is in the building. Yeah, guys, don't forget that like button on your way in. We got 2352 people watching, guys. Let's kick that thing up to at least 40. Let's go. Let's see 40 thumbs up on the play, guys. My boy Wall Street Bet Options, guys. Any play that I call out there, you guys can hit him up. He will give you the best options play on the calls. Collective gaming. If you don't mind collecting gaming, I'm pretty sure you're a gamer. Can you drop your favorite console? Are you a PlayStation guy or Xbox guy? But with that being said, Collective Gaming did send us a super chat. Really do appreciate that. The first stock Collective Gaming wants to talk about, guys, and that is VRDN. Okay. We're going to talk about VRDN, guys. VRDN. We're going to go over the plays that we are in here very shortly, guys. As you can see, they're all up, except Ater, and I don't want you guys to panic on that just yet, guys. We're going to go over Ater. I'm going to give you some huge insight on why you shouldn't be panicking. Now, looking here at VRDN, you see the day chart. It is looking as though it bottomed out at that 1044. Currently seeing 1471. 1 minute chart. Let's see the real action that's going on. Very spotty. Very, very spotty trading. In fact, the average volume here is only 166.37 thousand, which isn't high at all whatsoever, guys. Which isn't high in volume. I like that turnover rate here, though. Collective Gaming, that is a nice one, but that range is a little bit high for us. Let's take a look at the analysis and see what's really going on behind the scenes. This analyst price target gives us a high of 44. Average price is $35.20 with the low being $26. Now we see this thing rated a strong buy, 20% being a buy, 80% being a strong buy. Let's take a look here at the trending chart. Okay, we broke that support here recently. Okay, and we're heading towards the resistance. So if we can break the 1530, 1530 is the breaking point here. If we can break that 1530, we will be out the resistance and setting new support levels. Now, check this order flow distribution really quickly, guys. We do see a very tight battle between the in and outflows, large scale. Very, very tight battle here. But to my surprise, the large is winning. Slightly, very slightly, only 0.08%. But looking down at that small, guys, we do see the retail investor actually bagging out a little bit. Not too much. A close battle on that one. My boy Chris West. Wake up, Mr. West. I just had to say that, man. I'm really goofy, guys. He said, took your advice. Now I'm crushing it. I will be honest. I meant to buy a call on another stock. Accidentally bought REKR calls. Laugh out loud. Best mistake I ever made. Yeah, man. Recourse system is a sleeper, guys. Recourse systems, in fact, is going to slowly move up in the way that it is moving. My boy Paywall is in the building. In fact, guys, Paywall is in the Discord now. So make sure you guys shout out Paywall, guys. He is in the TTM family. Welcome aboard, Paywall. Paywall says, your picks were on fire, Bolo. I'm in the red today holding Ater heavily at 1650. But you and I know why. Hope more people appreciate your insights. I really do appreciate that, paywall. Even though that you are down, you are aware of the fact that this thing can bounce back, and you are learning to not trade with emotions, guys. So once we start applying that to our trading, anytime we see a dip like this, guys, we will put our emotions to the side and we will attack that dip. You can't attack every dip because we know not every stock is trading like that. Not every stock is trading off fundamentals, guys. A lot of stocks are trading off of retail interest. Okay, anytime that you are buying a stock in retail interest and that thing pulls back, you do not want to buy the dip right away. All right, let's see here. Just trying to pull back up the live stream, guys. I don't know what happened here on my phone. I hate when this happens. Let me check it out really quickly. Are we still here, guys? Let me know. Are you guys still with me? I mean, the live is showing me that it's still going, but it's not going on my phone. Let me go back to my boy Ryan Mack. Ryan Mack just sent us a super chat. He said, this is long overdue, but thank you to you and your team for all the hard work you put in. Very appreciated. It's hard to put into words. Salute. Thank you, Ryan. These type of words, guys, really does make me feel good about what's going on. It lets me know you guys appreciate it. It lets me know that you guys are actually making money on the cause, and that is what I'm here for, guys. I'd rather you guys make money than lose money. My whole thing about doing this YouTube is to make sure you guys make money. So that is my goal each and every day. I keep this schedule tight for you guys. So with that being said, let's dive right back into my boy Collective Gaming calls. Now, looking here at VRDN, like I was telling you, collect. Oh, we just got another super chat. Drew Peterson has sent us another super chat, guys. You guys are rolling in with the super chats. I know you guys are loving the money that you are receiving, so let's go. My boy Drew Peterson wants to talk about ENSC, DRMA, and ATER, and EYGE. Drew, we was going to talk about Ater regardless, man. So with that being said, guys, we are going to hold on very quickly. Not to get past anything, Collective Gaming, we do have to check out these few plays before the close. We got to hurry up and do this really quickly. Let's check out Ater, since that one's down. Like I was telling you guys, hurry up and buy Ater before it's too late. Now, looking here at Ater, Ater is down 28% towards the close. Let's look at NAC. I know NAC is up 28% before the close. Let's look at these 1 minute charts. We got to hurry up, guys. Above the VWAP on that. Ater, of course, under the VWAP. Not hard to think about that. Now, let's take a look here at CEI. CEI is up. Let's take a look at any stock above the VWAP. Let's take a look here at Noro. Noro saw a strange day during the pre-market, by the way, guys, but that's not Noro. N-U-R-O. Looking here at Noro. Noro saw a crazy pre-market, guys. You saw what happened here in Noro. Very, very crazy pre-market, as you can see here. Okay. Now, I just want to check those out. Now we back to my boy Collective Gaming calls. Now we back to my boy Collective Gaming. We're going to skim back through those plays really quickly, guys. But my boy Collective Gaming wants to talk about IRNT. The IronNet. Okay, IRNT did see a pullback. Let's take a look here at the day chart. Now, IRT pulls back should make you feel much better about Ater's pullback. But the difference between IRNT, we do see a green day here, but it's in a overall downtrend from 47.50. Okay, panic levels to be buying this thing at is $20. 23 isn't a buy position for me here in IRNT. But looking at that 6.27% turnover rate lets us know not too many people sold today for a gain. In fact, more people sold for a loss today. Looking there at that range, though, it's heavy range. Let's take a look here at the order flow distribution for IRNT. IRNT's order flow distribution is showing us some very, very strange signs. Large scale orders in the last 5 days. Okay. We don't see any movement in the last 4, but looking here at the small, we do see it being outperformed, as well as the medium outperforming the outflow, which is the big fish, the guys that had huge liquidity to pump into this thing. Actually bought that dip. Strange, right? Now, looking here, let's take a look at the 1 minute for IRNT. Under the VWAP. Huge under the VWAP. Spent most of the day under the VWAP besides the first few minutes of trading. And then we popped above it. Challenged it here. Slightly went above it. Challenged it again and failed. Once we failed at the VWAP here, guys, it was just a downward spiral. We don't see any type of institutional pullouts here. This is more retail selling than anything. Okay, above value. Not too much, but it's above value though. Before we move on, guys, let's get that thing up to 100 thumbs up. We are 22 away. We got 1 thumbs down, guys. It's always that one guy. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy over and over. More power to you. Now let's get back to this live chat. My boy wants to talk about, again, guys, thanks for the super chats. It really does make my day. It knows I'm appreciated. It really does. But all in all, IRNT is showing us this drawback now. A lot of people want to know. A lot of IRNT people want to know, is this the time to be buying the stock? No, guys, wait till we get to that $20 level, then buy it, okay? Because we see some tight candles around that range. We see here at 1928. So yeah, $20, guys. $20 even. I will say a buy order if you want to do that. $20 even on IRNT. Now, if you take a look at RWLK, which is part of the NASDAQ. Now, this is what we call a swing cycle. We spoke on this stock once before, guys, and I was telling you about the swing cycle. We're going to see a red day. We're going to see a green day. Stocks like this give you an opportunity to buy at a low and sell at a high each and every day. Only when it's in the swing cycle, and this stock did find itself in the swing cycle. Huge value. Huge volume, guys. This volume is on another level. As you can see here, on the 21st, this thing saw over 250 million shares being moved, with a total of 317,938,500 shares being moved around, which was mostly buying. Okay. Now, looking here at that turnover rate is very high. A lot of people sold for gains today. That range number is quite high, but that's expected, guys. This is in a swing cycle. So like I tell you about swing cycles, this is a day trader's heaven. Okay? Day traders heaven, collect gaming. So with that being said, I will swing this thing like a home run derby. All right? Buying at the low, selling at the high. Day trader's dream. Let's look here at the analysis. CG wants to say hi to everyone in the live stream. Apparently she's barking. Looking here at the large scale though, guys, as you can see here, we do see large inflow coming through this stock massively. In fact, we see all 3 scales. Now, this is what I try to tell a lot of you guys. These large scale orders does matter a lot, especially when you don't see too much movement in the days prior. So when you see a large scale order come through the stock like this, it's going to push the price up. Crazy price. As you can see here, today's low being $1.71. Okay, seeing a high $2.54. I would play this stock as so. Buying it on a red day is the only time I will buy this stock. Not buy this thing on a green day, because in this swing cycle, the very next day you can see a very huge drop in price. So that is why we have to identify the time and to sell in these swing cycles. But when you identify that time, guys, easy money to be made. And like you guys know, this channel is based on easy money on easy plays, guys. So with that being said, collect bio. These were I said collect bio. Ticker talk, guys. Collect gaming. These are 3 nice tickers. 3 nice tickers, except IRNT isn't looking too good right now, but VRDN and RWKL is looking very spicy. Now, shout out to Chris West for that super chat. Shout out for Paywall Illiterate for that one as well. You guys really make my day with those super chats, especially when you guys give out the things that you guys tell me, man. It really does go a long way. My boy Ryan Mac 87 is always on the comments. So if you guys catch him in the comments section on any video, make sure you guys show him some love, man. He's been here for a while. My boy Drew Peterson wants to talk about a few stocks here, guys. Drew got some nice tickers in here. Now, Drew, we're going to take a look at Ater first, okay? My boy Drew coming out with those good stocks to buy. Now, guys, even though that Ater's seen a red day in the aftermarket, how many times have we saw Ater in a red day in the aftermarket and that thing just pushed the next day, next morning? Now, this is why I tell you this isn't the time to be panicking on Ater, guys, because it's looking as though that Ater can be forming its handle here pretty soon. Now, looking here at this day, when Ater shot down 39.04% on the 14th, as you can see what the rebound shows us, guys, a lot of people are buying Ater off the fundamentals. This is a fundamentally sound stock. Take a look here at the financials, guys. Balance sheet. As you can see here, look at that debt to asset compared to the total assets compared to the total liabilities. This is a very good balance sheet. Total assets outweigh the total liabilities, and it does have a lower debt than it did the quarter before. In fact, the year over, it has a lower debt. So, good balance sheet, good fundamentals, guys. In case you guys did not know, this stock is going to rock once we hear that earnings report. So, looking at Ater, guys, seeing this dip and see how it rebounds, guys. This thing, for instance, here's another dip. Okay, guys, but these dips are needed when we're building support levels. Okay, now I would have been in panic if we did see levels around $9.14. That would have brought some panic to me. But we didn't see that low, guys. In fact, we started to push back up towards the end of the day. Let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart. I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see here, this pushing of the stock is a very good sign, especially around the close. And to see that it did hang around those prices coming to the close is a very good indicator that tomorrow or even Monday. Now, seeing as though that Friday is the last day of trading, guys, I was expecting to see this drawback on Friday. You guys know I was expecting to see that 1910 today, but to see that the drawback happened on Thursday give me a very great feeling that we're going to see a Moon Monday here in Ater, guys. So if you haven't bought your dip yet, this is the time to be doing so, guys, because Ater is going to bounce back. That's for anyone that bought Ater in those 16, the higher numbers, 16, 17, anything like that. If you have those type of average costs, this is the time to be buying Ater now, guys. Average it down, load up on it, because once Ater hit that $20, that's when I'm going to be shaving 80% of my position. Okay, guys, I'm telling you ahead of time. When Ater hits $20, I will be shaving 80% of my position and leaving the 20% in. Why do I do that, guys? Is because I have made more money than my initial buy-in Ater. Okay. Now, for instance, say you put $1,000 in Ater, it runs up to $3,000. You will sell your 80%, which you gained more than what you actually invested. You're going to leave your 20% in there. That's what we call planting seeds in the stock market. Okay, anytime you're planting seeds, it's for the long run. Okay, you'll be able to sit on that for months, even years, guys, and reap benefits on the way up. And you won't be hurting your cost average when you do that. A lot of people tend to sell completely and buy back in, but you're hurting your cost average. Okay, so don't do that, guys. Just save some position, save some of your position. Let's check out how many thumbs up we got. We got 108, guys. We have 186 people watching. Okay, that is what I call a flag on the play. Guys, let's push this thing up to 120 thumbs up. Let's go. I know you guys are going to move that number up pretty quickly. My boy David, my boy David said, no ticker to talk about, just a shout out. Found your channel 2 weeks ago. Up 60% on my total investments. Okay, I bet you know AMC shareholder can say that. You're a real one for sure. And your videos are super informative. Keep grinding. You know what, David? Things like this is going to keep me grinding. Things like this let me know that we are doing the right thing by you guys. Not only that, if you guys are making money, that is the total goal. Okay, like I told you guys, I might not have the biggest YouTube channel and I might not have the best YouTube channel, But what I do have is the best subscribers, guys, hands down. And guess what? We're 3 viewers away from hitting our all-time high. We never had 200 people watching the live stream at once, guys. So let's pump it up, guys. We're almost there. We're going to have a little celebration once that happens, by the way. Okay. Thanks again, David. Words like that really does keep me going. We're 2 away, guys. We're 2 people away from our all-time high. My boy David. Drew. My boy Drew. Sorry about that. My boy Drew. Back to Ater, though. Back to Ater. Looking here at Ater, guys, like I was telling you, man, this isn't the time to be panicking. In fact, this is the time that people should have got very excited about buying ATER. Okay? Now, let's look here at EYEG. iGate. We have 200 people watching right now, guys. Something we never had here before here on the channel. That lets me know we're growing. That lets me know that you people are enjoying the live stream, guys. So with that being said, we're going to run the live stream a bit longer than usual today, guys. Shout out to you guys. 202. We're still pushing up. Surprising. We got 139 likes, guys. Yes, we're running this live stream a bit longer than usual. You guys got me excited right now. Hey, Black Nicholson, I need you to do me a favor and drop Drew's tickers that he asked for, because right now it's not showing up in my live chat on my phone right now. Okay, so can you please text me, Black Nicholson, Drew's other tickers, please? Or Drew, you can drop it down in the comment section if you want. I know we got 2 more to go for you after EYEG. So, please, Drew, drop those other 2 tickers on me. Okay, I got it. Thanks a lot, Drew. We're going to do DRMA next. And ENSC. Got you, bro. Good looking. Let me make sure I highlight that. You know what? We pinning that thing, so I won't lose it again. How do I... Let's pin Drew's comment so I will not miss it. So I won't miss that one this time, Drew. All right, EYEG. The reason why I missed it, though, Drew, because, man, these comments are coming in quickly. But EYEG. Drew wants to talk about this, guys. As you can see here, EYEG is seeing a 3.33% drop in price. But looking at that volume, though, isn't too concerning for the aftermarket being overvalued. Something that we were expected to see on numbers like that, especially that turnover rate. A few people did sell their position on gains today. A very high range percentage. But never mind that. What we really want to take a look at is this day chart. Let's see if we broke any. Okay, support here. Next leg up. Now, tomorrow is going to be a very big day for EYEG. EYEG tomorrow can prove that it's on its next leg up here. Okay, so if it's on its next leg up, let's take a look here at the analysis to make sure if we can call this thing on its next leg up. It's really hard to tell if it's going to be on its next leg up so far, so we really have to take a look at this tomorrow. Looking here at the large scale order, we do see some selling pressure on this thing as far as large scales goes. But medium and small is in our favor here, guys. Which is the true reason why this thing saw a 14.75% gain at the close. Now, seeing as though that we do see a high turnover rate, not too high, 38.78, lets us know that a few people did when they sold today. It was for gain and not for a loss. So that there can keep this price from coming down. And people, Collective Gaming, congratulations on 200 views. ETVOD and Workhorse. Shout out to you, Collective Gaming, man. That really does help the YouTube channel more than you guys think. It really does get me up and excited for these live stream, guys, because you guys are awesome. Things that you guys tell me keeps me going, guys, because this YouTube stuff, guys, only people that can relate to me on this is other YouTubers. And It is tough, especially being in a Discord as much as I am, guys, and dropping these YouTube videos. Let's just say I have no life, okay? I have no life right now, but my life is dedicated to you guys and making money, all right? So, again, Collective Gaming has sent us a super chat, guys, one of the biggest super chats we ever saw here on the channel. So, with that being said, I appreciate you a lot, Collective Gaming. And you forgot to tell me, what's your favorite? You probably already did. What's your favorite gaming console, Collective Gaming? Because we're going to be having a raffle on one of those gaming consoles here pretty soon. It's either between an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5 for anyone that has kids that want to give a very good gift to them. We're going to be having a raffle on that here pretty soon. But back to my boy Drew, and I didn't forget about you, Collect. Well, that super chat's going to be there for a while, so it's going to be hard to forget about your ticker. But looking here, though, for my boy Drew, man, EYEG, like I was saying, we're trying to figure out if this thing is on its next leg up. And it's hard to tell now, but tomorrow we will know if EYEG is on its next leg up. Now, seeing as though that this thing bottomed out at $1.44, which was the 52-week low, this thing is already beat down. Okay? Now, you don't have to worry about this stock getting to $1.44. The price action that we are seeing going on here shows us we built support levels already around $1.60. It's showing that we're building support around $1.79. Now, we can come back down towards like $1.80, but that wouldn't prove that we're on our next leg up. Okay, so we will be able to call if EYEG is on its next leg up tomorrow for sure. Now, my boy wants to talk about, and we already spoke about Ater, EYGE. Let's talk about I'll call it drama, guys. A lot of drama. DRMA. Now, this is another therapeutic stocks, guys, one of the most volatile. But these therapeutic stocks, as well as those biotech stocks, can spike very, very high and very, very quickly. Okay, so when we do see those spikes coming into play, those are opportunities to sell. Okay, stocks like this, you know what this is. Nice rack. The nice. All right, I cracked myself up on that one. But look, though, guys, looking here at this drop in price, 8.19%, 91%. Sorry about that. And we're currently seeing a 1.58 drop in price right now. So for a total over 10%, isn't too bad. My boy SXM Son has sent us a super chat. He wants to talk about VIEW, View, guys. We're going to talk about View after we get done with Collect Gamings. So do not go anywhere, SXM Son, because we got to get right to you, man. All tickers will be spoken about, guys. The super chats just have to get spoken about first. So with that being said, looking here at DRMA. Hold on, what did he say about his PlayStation? My boy likes PlayStation. So guys, we're going to be raffling off a PlayStation 5. Shout out to Collect Game. He's a PlayStation guy, and we're going to be raffling off a PlayStation 5. All right. Now, looking here, though, this drop isn't too bad. We do see this thing seeing huge buying pressure on this thing. 3 days back to back. And coming to a red day on Thursday can be a good thing that it will not see a sell-off on Friday. We know those weekend sell-offs can affect the stock going into the next week. Okay, so with that being said, guys, let's take a look here at the 1 minute chart. And before, we got 165 thumbs up, guys, 212 watching. In fact, 212 is my birthday, February the 12th. Let's get this thing up to 185 thumbs up. I know at least 20 of you guys forgot to do so. So, with that being said, pump it up. Now, let's get back to my boy on this DRMA. Looking here at DRMAs, 1 minute movement, we do see some spotty trading. It's under volume, of course. That's something we can easily identify, guys. Something I've been teaching you guys. Anytime we see spotty trading like this, we know it's already under volume. Sorry about that. Volume. Okay. But looking here at 52-week high, $6.50. The 52-week low being $4.84. We're still in that medium right now. So we're trying to get our footing on this stock. Now, risk versus reward, guys, it's in a tug of war right now. But it's more leaning towards the reward side. Even though that we're closer to that 52-week low, and we're much further from the 52-week high, gives us an assessment that the reward is in our favor, but not too much. Looking here at the analysis for this stock, large scale orders in the last 5 days is looking good for us. Now, only thing we need here in DRMA is a very big green inflow to actually, let's go back to this day chart. We see a big green inflow tomorrow, guys. This stock can see higher than yesterday's high, which was $6.15. Now, looking here at the order flow distribution, the small did outperform, the medium did outperform, as well as the large. All three scales give me a very good indicator that we will see another large scale order surpassing the outflows. Now, whether that is at least by two whole points, that is the number we are looking for, a 2-point difference in the large scale inflow. And this thing will see some numbers. Now, the next stock my boy Drew wants to talk about is ENSC. ENSC, guys, as you can see here, this is a bioscience company. I guess my boy Drew loves these type of companies. Why? Because they're volatile, and it does give you opportunity to sell at a high. Sell at a high and buy at a low. Looking here at the order flow distribution, they're not giving us too much on this thing right now. As you can see here, the order flow distribution is looking very, very good here in the stock. As you can see here, we see the large scale order outperforming the outflow on massive scales. All three levels outperforming the outflow today, and we see that volume being very, very, very high, guys. Very high compared to the average. That turnover rate is not concerning due to the fact that this thing has been in an uptrend for the last 4 days. And seeing as such, people are going to sell for a gain today. Okay, that range number, though, is very concerning, which is telling me that ENSC may be seeing a reversal tomorrow. Not saying that we're... Now, only thing we should be worried about for tomorrow, guys, and ENSC is if this thing drops lower than $3.73. Now, if it drops under that, guys, we can see some selling pressure building on this thing throughout the weekend. But we're going to see a reversal here tomorrow. Okay, my best bet is that we will see levels somewhere around $3.90. The lowest on that reversal, guys. That is the lowest. But $3.73 is a break point for us where this stock can see some huge selling pressure at the end of over the weekend. Okay. Looking here at these key indicators like I told you already. Looking here at the day chart. Let's take a look here at the 1 minute and see what really went on. We just got another super chat from my boy. CCXI has an FDA coming in October. It is slowly climbing on the news. I'm in it, but want TTM fam to know about it. You know what? We're going to take a look at that stock. All right. We're going to take a look at that because you know how we like to play those FDA approvals. And we're going to look deep into that because FDA approvals, and especially you are in a good place because you bought it before the approval. So if it does sell off on the good news, you have a better opportunity of making gains on that play rather than anyone that is waiting for the news to be announced. That is what we call a what? Early seat, guys. Early seat. Now, we're going to take a look at that ticker, though. Back to my boy Drew. But looking at this, though, 1 minute movement here. Seeing as though that this thing punched above the VWAP and it challenged it here and bounced off of it, which is a very good sign. We challenged it here, bounced up, traded along it, bounced up again, but we closed under it. Now, back to this day chart. As you can see here, the reason why it did do that, guys, towards the end, because like I said, this thing has been in an uptrend from seeing a 52-week low. And since it has been in that uptrend, expect people to lock in some of those gains. We didn't forget about you, SXM son, nor are we going to forget about you, Sophile. I think that's how you say it. Heck yeah, guys. Collective Gaming actually did show his butt off with that one, guys. He's still sitting up there. Sitting up there in the live stream, man. Sitting pretty, man. Thanks a lot. And we did hit 200 viewers. We're currently hovering over 200 viewers, guys. We are growing the TTM family as well as the YouTube channel. Not only that, guys, the biggest thing about it all is our portfolios is growing. Our knowledge of the stock market is growing. We are starting to become better traders. That is my goal, guys. I know I tend to give out stock picks, but my main goal is to actually teach you guys how to identify these stock picks so you can meet me in the Discord and drop some of those bombs on me, because it's hard for me to watch the whole stock market, and I know you guys have your eyes on other stocks. And if you can identify the swing cycles or the buying pressure or selling pressure on it, we can all come together as one great big happy family and dominate the market, guys. That is our goal. We know we have heard about the Wallstreetbets Reddit page. Pretty soon, everyone is going to know about TTM trading, okay? So with that being said, shout out to you guys, man. But looking here at ENSC, this day chart, it is expected for people to cash in gains after this uptrend, and we're going to see a reversal here pretty soon. So with that being said, I will hold off buying at these levels, let it come down, and then jump in the stock if you already isn't. And if you are in the stock and you're looking to average down, you bought in at today's high, $5.57. I wouldn't even touch it just yet. Give it some room to drop down, okay? Now, my boy, Collect Gaming wants to talk. Congratulate us on the 200 views. Yes, thanks a lot for that. Now, ET, VOD, and Workhorse. With the name ET, man, this thing should be going across the moon pretty soon. Now, whoa, 52. Now, that 52-week high is 11.55. Currently sitting at 9.41. 52-week low is $4.98. Risk versus reward. Not so much in our favor, so we have to take this thing lightly. This isn't a stock I go 100% on, just looking at that gapage. But I will, something like this, guys, you want to use a 10%, your 10% method with your initial buy-in. Looking here, though, Webull is tripping, man. We should be over this $9 on this chart. It even showed $9.49, and it's showing it's behind it. We will need to update really quickly. But looking at that average being $13.88. And the high being $18. This thing does have room to run. We will need to get their stuff together, man. Support and resistance line isn't showing whatsoever. But this analyst, the analyst rating on this thing is quite high, guys. We got 16 people based on this. 16 different opinions on this stock. With it being an overall buy, we see 43.75% being a strong buy. So ET is looking like a buy as far as the analysts believe. Now let's take a look here at the financials. Let's see why they believe that. And I understand why they believe this thing is a strong buy. This has a very strong balance sheet, guys. The total assets is very heavy compared to the total liabilities, being 2/3 of the liabilities. We see that debt to asset. Let's check out that rate, 61.54. So that is quite low. We see it lower quarter over quarter, and in fact, year over year. So very good, strong balance sheet. If we take a look here at the 1-minute chart to really see what happened during today's trading. See what happened here on today's trading. Trading above the VWAP for most of the day. We did shoot under it right at the bell. Quick drop. Only 0.11% drop on this minute, which wasn't too much of anything. It bounced back relatively fast, but looking as though that we popped under the VWAP and didn't look back ever since, guys. Stayed above the VWAP. the whole day, closing above VWAP. So we know it's some buying pressure on this thing. But over volume today, we see this thing, turnover rate is extremely low. Not too many people sold for a gain today. Barely any. That range rate though being $3.35% is quite low as well. Like I said, man, this thing has buying pressure on it going into Friday's trading. Looking here at the analysis though, order flow, we don't see any movement whatsoever on the large scale, the medium being surpassed, but that small, this is why I was saying this thing has an obvious buying pressure. Anytime that the small outperforms the outflow with no large scale movement whatsoever, that's a clear sign of buying pressure, guys, especially on the retail side. Now looking at the balance sheet, we know this thing is fundamentally sound. It makes money. Not only that, even though we see a retail interest, guys, this stock isn't just being bought on retail interest alone. Okay, so this isn't one of those things that you have to watch out for, that you have to worry about selling relatively quickly, because by it being a fundamentally sound stock, guys, this is more of an investment rather than a trade. So you can buy this stock, set it in your back pocket, and forget about it, guys. This is something that you don't have to constantly look at because it's going to do well long term. Now, VOD is next. My boy Collect Gavin wants to talk about VOD. VOD saw a huge candle during the pre-market. No, that's aftermarket. Let's see. And it didn't retract. Can this be a sign of an institutional buy-in? Let's see. Let's take a look at that now. Even though it's not going to show it, let's just see if that could be an exit candle. Let's look at the day chart. See if we see a... No, guys. This is, in fact, not an institutional buy-in on that minute. That's retail buying. Okay, we do see that small being outperformed as well as the medium by the outflow. But let's see the pre-market action for this morning on VOD. I'm pretty sure it saw a very slight spike, and that is what it did. We did see a very slight spike. And with that spike coming into play, guys, even though that we do see a green day, that spike was more than enough to keep it. Basically, it came in with enough buying pressure on the stock that the outflow, even though that surpassed it during the day, still wasn't enough to put this thing in the red. Just enough buying pressure during the pre-market. But this thing traded along the VWAP most of the time. Gives us a huge indicator that this thing was cooking buying pressure for this aftermarket. Now, as you can see here, this very fast drop. Everyday drop. Lower lows coming down to $15.70. Now, it's hard to determine if we already out of the falling wedge. We have to see what Fridays brings. But I do believe with this buying pressure that is on the stock now, we're going to see a green day here Friday. And moving forward, though, if we see a green day Friday and we close this thing with a key, I told you guys what is a key on the minute chart. If we can close this thing with a key during that trading day in Friday's aftermarket, huge indicator that this thing can see a Moon Monday. Like I was telling you guys, or large scale orders in the last 5 days, we do not see any movement. So if we tend to see a fat, large inflow Friday, this thing is going to trend. Even more so Monday. Okay, so keep your eyes out on this thing. Checking out the estimated borrow fee. It's quite low, so do not call this a short squeeze target. All right, now workhorse. Workhorse. Now let's take a look here at overall thing year on workhorse. Most of this, that $42 were retail rally, guys. $42 we saw here wasn't nothing but a retail rally that gave out on us. As you can see, $42.96. A lot of strange buying was going on here in workhorse until they announced that it was more than likely they wasn't going to get that contract with the UPS. United States Postal Service. Also, that whole commercial with Workhorse, when we found out that they was actually pushing their semi truck down a hill, really was devastating to the stock, guy. Now, looking at it being under volume today, guys, 52-week high, like we went over that already. But that 52-week low, guys, we just smacked that. We just smacked the 52-week low yesterday. Okay, so with that being said, guys, as far as Workhorse is concerned, I wouldn't jump on it yet. We have to make sure that this thing is out of its falling wedge. And right now it's too early to call that, but looking here at that low turnover rate, which is very close to the range percentage. Let's take a look here at the analysis really quickly before we call this one, guys. Large scale orders in the last 5 days is looking on pretty good on our side if we add those numbers up. Looking here at that small outperforming the outflow as well as the medium. Guys, Workhorse can very well be out of this falling wedge. It's just too early to call it. Now, seeing it as though that it's beat down, it is. I wouldn't say not to buy the stock now. It's a good chance that you can get out for some gains. Just scalp it really quickly. If I was to buy Workhorse today, I would be selling this thing around $9. I will play it as a trade and not an investment just yet, because this company has a lot of work to do. Corporate actions has to be made. Not only is the corporate actions has to be made in the right way, we do have to see some progression with that contract. Not only that contract, with their trucks as a whole. Okay, because that whole pushing down the mountain thing is still hitting heavy on Workhorse. Now, looking here though, shares outstanding. People are still holding a decent amount of shares. Take a look here. Let's see the institutional presence on this thing. Let's see if the institutions will keep them above float. And institutions are banking on it. Institutions have 39.11%. So by the institutions having a huge presence here, guys, you don't have to worry about Workhorse going bankrupt just yet. Okay? Institutions are banking on it because a lot of people are giving up on it. And institutions feel as though if they're right on this call, institutions are going to make a lot of money. Okay? Attack when there's a lot of blood in the street. So that is what the institutions are going after. Now, shout out to Collective Gaming. Those were his 3 tickers. Sent us a $50 super chat. Something we only saw here on the channel one time before that, guys. So, if you ask me, Collective Gaming is in the Wallstreetbets YouTube Hall of Fame. Now, can you talk about View? That is what XM Sun wants us to talk about. View. Shout out to XM Sun for that super chat. It really does go a long way. Like I tell you guys all the time, it really doesn't matter the amount that you send, because it does. No matter how much you send, guys, your ticker will be spoken about because it plasters it all across the live chat. So I can't miss it. We have one more live chat to talk about before this, which is a FDA approval that Safila, I hope I'm saying that right, wants to talk about. And she wants the TTM family to know about it. And guess what, guys? If you're in TTM, we got some homework to do tonight, and that is on CCXI. Okay? So, View. Looking here at the View. And we're not talking about the TV show, guys. Looking here, though, we see this thing in a slight uptrend. This is the type of stock you guys want to be in. Okay, when a stock is moving slowly like this and building support levels with these red days on the way up, building support levels, and pushing its way up, guys, this is the type of stock you want to be in. This is what we call a investment. Let's take a look here at the value today. It's under volume. 52-week high being $13.31, 52-week low being $3.45. Risk versus reward. Reward is in our favor here. Let's drop down and take a look at the analysis though. The low is $6. We are already above that. We will need to get with the program and update that. But the average is being $8.50, with that high being $11. Two analysts rated this stock with 100% buy, so somewhat biased, guys. We tend to like those ratings when it's at least 5 people rating it. Take a look here at the institutional holdings. Whoa, institutions are close to holding at least 50% of the shares outstanding here. Now, looking at that though, 84 institutions are pounding this stock with money and holding on to it. Let's take a look here at the 1 minute, which is very, very important, so we can identify institutional buy-ins or sell-offs or pull-outs, we tend to call it. I hate to use the word sell-off because a lot of people panic when you say that. It puts people into shock. Oh, it's a sell-off? Nah, guys, not even close. We're going to talk about our thoughts on any play that we already been in. We're going to talk about it. Chad Jones got his ass kicked, huh? That's crazy. My boy Black Nicholson be on it, guys. Y'all better watch what y'all say. Do not come in here saying anything disrespectful, because as you can see, Black Nicholson wears a size 17 boot, and he doesn't mind using that thing. So be cool, guys. Be cool. I wouldn't want a size 17 being anywhere near my butt. Now, looking here, guys, as you can see here, trading along the VWAP. Yeah, I know I should have been a comedian as well, guys. Trading along the VWAP, as you can see, during the beginning of the day, we did bounce off it a few times. Very spotty trading, which we don't even have to look at the chart, guys. Anytime we see that, we know it's under volume. Okay, but since we were bouncing off that VWAP, anytime a stock bounces off the VWAP is a very good sign for the buying pressure throughout the day. Now, we bounced off this thing quite a few times, guys, quite a few times, which showed us huge buying pressure on the stock throughout the day. But let's say this thing was challenging the VWAP and bouncing under. That is a huge sign that this thing is seeing selling pressure. Okay, so total opposite. Total opposite. Bouncing off this thing a few times, guys. This thing just got me excited seeing this. Okay. Who asked for this? I gotta give you a shout out for this one. SXM son. Nice call. Nice ticket to talk about here today. Seeing as though that we're currently above the VWAP. No, we're currently under it. Currently under it at 5.99. Let's take a look here. Key indicators real quick. Undervalued. 52-week high is in our favor, and a very low turnover rate, even a higher range percentage. A lot of people sold today. Some people sold for a gain. Okay, so not too many. Now, if we take a look here back at the day chart, as you can see here, whenever a stock is moving slowly like this and building support levels on the way up, guys, you don't have to worry about people selling it off just on a small spike, guys. Anytime that a stock creeps up like this, it's going to continue until a market drawback happens. We saw that happen with what stock was it, guys? I want to say it was Catapult. I'm going to say it was Catapult, or it was CEI. It was one of the two. We saw it was CEI, guys. CEI actually had a drawback with the market. And like I was telling you guys, this is a very good sign for CEI, man. It was going to bounce back because it did move back with the market. And what do we have in front of us? So we're going to talk about CEI here pretty soon. We're going to talk about CEI, ATER, any stock, Noro. We're going to talk about Ater. We're going to talk about NAC. We're going to talk about a lot of stocks, guys. So let's talk about the super chats really quickly. But anyway, oh yeah, and we got to have our daily AMC rant. All right, guys. Few subscribers. I'm going to tell you guys about with a few. I wouldn't even call them subscribers. These guys were just attacking me in the comment section from yesterday's video. I'm going to tell you guys all about that here in a second. It was quite funny. My response kind of tickled me. Uh-oh. Another super chat. And that comes from MJ 5 times. Okay, my boy is in at TMC at $7 and DSS. Okay, so drop your DSS position. Master Blaster. Master Blaster, huh? For you take on GRE. Hold your bite bullet. Take on GREE. Hold of bite the bullet. Water Cara moving nicely. Woo-wee. My boy talking about them investments with Water and Cara, guys. My boy talking about investments. Now, we're going to get to that here pretty soon. I think we really need to talk about Cara and Water. We're going to talk about my boy MJ 5 times. Master Blaster. I like that name, Master Blaster. I'm an ATV guy, by the way. Had a blaster when I was when I was younger. Now I'm a Banshee guy. 421. In case any of you guys do ride ATVs. Yep, 421 Super Cub over here, guys. But let's take a look. We're checking out View currently. But yeah, like I was saying about View, anytime a stock moves like this, guys, it is ideal due to the fact that you don't have to worry about a huge pullout. You don't have to worry about a huge sell-off. You don't have to worry about a huge drop-off due to the fact that we see a low turnover rate each and every day. People aren't selling for gains. They are just riding the lightning, okay? Now, the next stock we're going to talk about, we didn't forget about you. Hold on, let's see. Okay, we got to check out CCXI. CCXI, guys, everyone that is in the TTM family, we have some homework to do. I want you guys to get on it. Look at this stock about the FDA approval because that's something big. And like she said, man, this thing is moving up off the speculation of that. Look at this thing. We saw some sideways trading, like I tell you guys all the time. Anytime we see these tight candles, and I'm talking about the part where the block's at, guys, like this, the stock is either cooking selling pressure or buying pressure. But in this situation, buying pressure, guys. I'm going to show you how to identify all this type of stuff each and every video, okay? My boy Mark Hall sent us a super chat. Mark is, in fact, in the Discord. I know that face, Mark. I don't forget faces, and I don't forget names. Mark is in the Discord, guys. Shout out to Mark. If you catch him in the Discord, show him some love. All right? And if anyone is in this video and you're not in the Discord, let's just say you're missing out on a lot. All right? You're missing out on a lot. Currently at 213, we got 243 people watching. I know it's at least 20 people that forgot to actually hit that thumbs up. So with that being said, guys, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. CCXI, yeah, guys, I want you guys to do some homework on this stock for all my TTM family, guys, and bring me whatever you found out in my DM, guys. This may be making one of our challenge plays. I don't know. Let's just come together as a huge family, do some homework on this for our beloved. It's hard for me to pronounce her name, guys. But, yeah, let's do some homework on this. My boy Mark Hall came through with another super chat. Got out of AMC, thanks to you. And put that into CEI at $1.53. Thanks, bro. You can take a look at IDEX. I got you, Mark. I got you, brother. Yeah, man. Listen, guys. Me and AMC is like, I don't know, guys. I want this channel to be known for the truth behind AMC. I don't want this channel to be known for pumping AMC or anything as such, because a lot of other YouTubers are doing that. So what's going to set us apart from them, guys, is we're going to be the channel that was right. We was the channel that was telling the truth. We was the channel that wasn't talking about AMC and giving AMC shareholders just saying what they want to hear just to build a channel. That's not us, guys. In fact, if I started doing that, this channel would have been seen over 100K subscribers, but we're not going that route, because when AMC falls, all those big YouTubers that is preaching AMC, saying that short squeeze is intimate, is going to lose their following, and they're going to find themselves in a situation looking for the next YouTuber that was telling the truth, and they're going to find their way here. Okay, now the next super chat we're going to speak on is FSTX. That's from my boy 2 times, man. MJ 5 times. Super chats are just rolling in, man. Guys, You guys just won't quit. My boy Paywall, guys. Paywall did find his way into the Discord today, guys. So if you do see him, give him a shout out. Show him some love, guys. He is a part of the TTM family now. And you know we have huge camaraderie around there. My boy Brandon just sent a super sticker, guys. Brandon, what's that sticker all about, Brandon? What's that one all about, Brandon? Let me know, man. I like it. I love it. But my boy wants to talk about, Mark, we're going to get to you, Mark. MJ 5 times is up next. MJ is on deck. MJ is at bat. Master Baster is on deck. Okay, guys, so let's get my boy MJ 5 times. FSTX. FSTX. Guys, where do y'all be at with these bombs? Why y'all didn't? Guys, we could have made some money on this play. MJ, where you was at, man? You should have been hitting me with this move back in freaking August, mid-August, man. I would have been able to call this one on the buying pressure. Easy. Easy. Man, guys. This is why I want to show you guys how to identify the buying and selling pressure and how to foresee a upcoming run. Because we could have been called this, man. We could have been called this, man. All right, let's take a look here at the order flow distribution. No, we're going to look at the order flows right now. Let's take a look here at the key statistics, all right? Key statistics. It's under volume today. Not by much, but it's under volume. If we take a look here at this 1 minute chart, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some spotty trading on this thing. Another way I can show you guys how to identify things. Spotty trade. All right. Looking here at that 52-week high versus the 52-week low. If we assess risk versus reward, reward is in our favor here. Okay. Okay, guys. Turnover rate being 0.57%. Like I was telling you guys, anytime a stock is moving slowly like this, but up overall, we're going to see a low turnover rate. We're going to see less people cashing in gains because it's not volatile. Anytime a stock shoots up 200%, me and you both will be willing to sell that thing faster than holding it because we know that thing is about to come back crashing down even faster. Due to the fact that volatile stocks like that do not last forever. In fact, oh. Sorry about that, guys. Had to handle some slight business call. My mom came in here and telling me, "Man, you have a business call coming through." It wasn't about nothing though. But back to the topic at hand, guys. Back to the topic at hand, guys. We are talking about right now. Let me see. Let me get this out of here for you guys. FSTX. Yeah, guys, that threw me off, man. That really did throw me off. Let me pull up the live stream quickly. Okay, someone just sent us another super chat. Eric. Eric is always here, man. One thing about me, guys, I don't forget names, man. I don't forget names. I know you guys on a first name basis. I always give you guys a nickname, too, when you come in. So with that being said, FSTX. Yeah, guys, these super chats coming in so fast, and I don't want to blow through someone's ticker. That's why I'm continuing to give off these detailed rundowns. But my man's MJ 5 times says FSTX is having some news, so some upcoming news. So, MJ, can you please drop in the super chat what news is that we're waiting on? Okay, drop that news real quick, MJ. I'm gonna check it out myself and see if Webull is going to tell us. Oh, tells us it right there, guys. We'll present Phase 1 trial in progress update at European Medical Canal. Okay, so we're waiting to hear, obviously, the Phase 1 trial, which it can't, stuff like that, guys, can push a stock up. And it can push it up a lot. Now, seeing as though that this thing was on an uptrend, it can be baked in the price. But seeing as though that this price target right now is, high price target is $35, the low is 27, average is 31. I do not believe that that is going to be baked into the price. So, and this is a low volume stock. So once that news come in, this volume is going to be like 10 million, which is going to push this stock around $12 to $13. Okay, this isn't anything to play with, guys. In fact, we're not waiting on an FDA approval here. We're just waiting on those results. So it's a very good chance that the stock can uptrend off of that. It's not like it's an FDA approval that can go bad or wrong. Okay. So with that being said, green light on this stock. It is a green light on this stock, guys. Like I said, if you want to jump in this thing, use 10% of your initial buying power rather than using it all. Okay, because you want to be able to average down. You want to be able to average down. And one thing about this type of news, guys, it's not a set date. That is why it's going to run up. Anytime they set a set date for an announcement, it don't move up as much as these dates that are surprises to us. Okay, when it's a surprise announcement, these things run up over 100% during the trading day. Of course, it draws back, probably close around 70% on the trading day. But it gives us a great opportunity to cash in some of those gains and lock it in on the way up. So, that being said, the next stock we're going to talk about is TMC. My boy is in at $7. So, let's help him out here, guys. Let's see if MJ is in a great position. Now, you're in at $7, MJ. We're approaching that 534. $10 was the straight line here. We did bust under that. Today's open, $6.37. The high being $6.40. The metals company is looking as though what we call a deflated stock. Now, it's time to buy and a time to sell. Okay, obviously right now isn't the time to be buying. Now, if you were caught at $15.39, I wouldn't even average down just yet. I have a feeling that we can approach $4.80 here on the trade. Now, once this thing bottoms out, of course, it is going to springboard itself back up. Not towards 1539 levels, of course. That's going to be a huge movement. But this thing isn't going to gradually move up. This thing is going to spike up, spike down until it finds its medium. Okay. Now, a lot of people that is buying TMC, I've been hearing a lot of talk about TMC. Institutional holdings isn't too high. They don't have too much of a presence to keep this stock afloat. But if we look here at that balance sheet, the total liabilities, total assets does outweigh the total liabilities, but the debt here is quite high. So the ability of them to pay back their debt isn't too likely, okay? So that tends to stray away a lot of new investors, especially when it comes to investing, guys. That's the first thing you want to look at. This isn't a trade, if you ask me, guys. Now, puts will be ideal right now, okay? Shout out to my boy, Wallstreetbets Options, WSB Options, guys. He will inform you guys on the puts on this play. I call puts on TMC. All right, so if you want to know the best put play on this thing, holler at my boy, Wallstreetbets Options. And now MJ wants to talk about DSS, guys. Let's talk about DSS. Let's talk about DSS stock really quickly, guys. DSS is showing us that DSS is in a downtrend as well. DSS is in a downtrend as well. Even though that we see this high being $1.58, it's shooting down though, guys. We do see some downwards motion. Let's see what's really been going on behind the doors here in DSS. Now we do see a large scale coming into play with no large outflow movement whatsoever. But to my surprise, guys, is that small did lose to the outflow. Okay, we don't pay too much attention to that medium, but in this case, guys, we see some selling pressure. Not too much, but if we look at the day chart, let's see. Let's take a look here at the day charts. We did finish red. I'm pretty sure that this thing did see a spike. Okay, of course. And we do see a spike. And it downtrended throughout the day, closed above VWAP, which is a tug-of-war day if you ask me. Today's low being $1.24. Today's high being $1.32. Not too volatile. Not too volatile. DSS, the document stock, we call it, is showing some signs of cooking right now, guys. So, that being said, this stock is either going to make or break. It's either going to make through the support or it's going to break through the resistance. Now, my opinion, we are going to see levels around $1.05 here before we springboard. Okay, that isn't as low as the 52-week low here. No, that's lower than the 52-week low. We're going to see $1.05 here, guys. We're going to break through that 52-week low. But we're going to springboard from there. We see a low turnover rate. Not too many people sold for a gain, even though we do see a downtrend. The people that were able to sell for a gain today was people that was buying this stock mid-August. Okay, a lot of people are looking at this thing like it's over with. And it very may well be, guys. Not saying that this stock can't rebound, but it's a very good chance it will. Okay, now, next stock we're going to talk about here. What does TTM stands for? And what do you want us to call you? TTM stands for, paywall. It stands for to the moon, guys. To the moon is what TTM stands for, and that is where we're going, guys. To the moon. That's it. That's all. Brandon, shout out to you. Now we're going to see what my boy Master Blaster wants to talk about. I love that name, Master Blaster. Love it. Okay, Master Blaster wants to talk about, and your take on GREE. Man, guys, when SPRT was the ticker, a lot of people were getting on me like, why aren't you mentioning the merger? Why aren't you mentioning that? You must forgot about that. I don't think you know what you're talking about. Listen, the reason why I ain't mention that, guys, because I didn't want you guys to think as though that merger was going to be sure money. And as you can see here, it wasn't. Okay. In fact, guys, SPRT was in a downtrend before the merger happened, which let you know that it was going to sell off, guys. And I was preaching that. Okay, a lot of people was talking about, you're not even talking about the merger. How do you think it's going to go down? How do you think it's going to go down? And as you can see here, guys, boom, boom, that thing barreled down. Now, a lot of people lost huge amounts of money holding it through a merger like this, guys. And like I always tell you, it's time to buy a stock and a time to sell it. Now, we're going to be approaching the time to buy this stock here pretty soon. My buy levels is $19. Okay, some people might say 20. I believe we're going to go under 20. So that's why I'm calling $19 out on GREE. Now, if you did lose all that money in SPRT, guys, it's only one way out of this. You have to average down, guys. You have to. But like I tell you all the time, it's time to buy and sell. So when you average down, I will be looking to get out of this stock after my average down. I wouldn't be trying to hold it for some huge gains or anything like that. If you could sneak away with some small gains, then do so, guys. But average down and get out. It's more plays out there, more promising plays out there to make money on. Okay, so with that being said, guys, don't put all your eggs in a merger. Never do that. Never do that. Especially if that ticker is in a downtrend heading into that merger. Okay. Shout out my boy Wallstreetbets Options. You need any option plays on any of these plays that I'm calling, all you got to do at him in this live stream, and I'm pretty sure he will drop the best option play for you. Don't, Mark, I ain't forget about you, bro. I hope you didn't leave, man. I hope you didn't leave. Now, as far as GRE, as you can see here, guys, under volume, okay? Turnover rate is low. Not too many people can sell this thing for a game. Range rate, a little bit higher than my liking. Order flow distribution is, of course, going to show us large scale orders in the last 5 days. We do see some selling pressure across the stock on all 3 levels, which was obvious. I mean, look at the downtrend that we're in. Now, like I said, it's going to be a time to buy this stock, and right now it isn't the time. I do see that we will see levels around $19. Okay. Now, stock we all been waiting for, Cara. Now, guys, when I put the first play out there, Cara was actually a $13 stock. And after the FDA approved Korsova, this thing shot up from, actually, we got to go off this date. It actually shot from $14.28 all the way up to $18.25. Okay, everyone had opportunity to cash in those gains or lock in some on the way up, just like the institutions did on that FDA approval. But we didn't, guys. We didn't lock in anything. Now, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that because Cara is a nice stock to be in. As you can see here, when the market was retracting on Monday, Cara didn't react to the market. It's like Cara is trading in its own world, okay? Now, we see some resistance at $16.28, and if we can bust that $16.28, that opens the door to that $18.25 for us, guys. Now, one thing I can say about Cara, we have been trading under volume each and every day lately. But get this. But get this, guys. Cara has been in an uptrend with low value. That is a huge indicator. If we take a look at this analysis, if a large scale order so happens to come in this stock, I don't care if it's 0.05 difference between the large and the inflow, this stock is going to run. We're going to see a 10% jump just off the large inflow alone, guys. So it pays to have an early seat. An early seat is an easy seat. So by us buying this thing before the FDA approval at $13, some people actually had a better cost average than me and got in the next day and bought in at the high 11s, the low 12s. After seeing that after the FDA approval and the institutions locked in some gains, we were still in the green on the play. So this is why I try to stress to you guys, a early seat is an easy seat. After seeing that thing retracted after the FDA approval, no one was in scarce mode to sell their stock because we were all still in the green, guys. Same thing as Ater, okay? We're going to get to Ater here again pretty soon. But CARA is in a very good place. We have some huge catalysts ahead of us. The institutions are still hanging around. Once Korsova goes for sale Q1 2022, the revenue report for that quarter is going to be huge. Korsova's oral form, which is going to be sold over the OTC, over the counter, is going to bring in huge revenue. Okay, and to see that the injection form got approved by the FDA is going to be a walk through the park for the oral form, guys. So expect that thing to be approved here pretty soon. Okay, now we're going to talk about WTER. In case you guys don't know what alkaline water is, you're going to know now, guys. Now, me and my YouTube partner, Black Nicholson, was having a debate whether should he buy some more Cara at $1.51. He was really hoping to get that thing at $1.50, guys. We never saw $1.50. So, did we see $1.50? No, we never saw the $1.50. So, it's a good thing he did snag some shares at $1.51. And, man, with me and him been talking about Cara ever since March, guys. We knew how big it was going to be. We see how big it's going to be. This is an acquisition target. This company is going to be bought out by a bigger company, okay? Due to the fact that what this company stands for, this is America's #1 alkaline water company, and it's independent, okay? #1 independent alkaline water company in America, guys. And they built that with no traditional advertising, and now they endorse Shaq. They even got him his own six-pack, the Shaq pack. You know what I'm saying? And guys, anything that Shaq touches, anything that Shaq is endorsed by, he pushes that stock high numbers. Just look what Gold Bond, just look what he did to Gold Bond. Okay. A few other stocks, guys. I want you guys to check out a video called Shaquille O'Neal's Investments, his investment empire, guys. And you will see, man, this guy actually makes the right calls. And for anyone that don't know, Shaq reached out to this company. He actually likes the water. So that's a lot to say for it, guys. Not only that, man, this company is, man, let's check out the news, man. It's hard to really, so much I can say about it, man. Alkaline Water highlights launch of 6 natural A88 CBD functional water powered by Vessel. Okay, so as you can see here, Alkaline Water has nothing but good news coming out on it. Every article you see here is Alkaline Water either expanding their reach, collabing with other companies, just basically doing good things, guys, and growing their company. Every single article here, guys, and it goes back for months. They have been doing the right thing, guys. As you can see, this is nothing but good news. Alkaline 88 growth accelerates into first quarter fiscal 2021. The next report reports both 3-liter, 1-gallon bottles of Alkaline 88 will be added to 5 warehouses of Association Wholesale. I mean, just good report after good report, guys. So this is a stock to be in. And like I tell you guys all the time, this isn't a trade. This is an investment, okay? So if you buy this stock, you don't have to look at it every day. Put it in your back pocket, sit on it, and watch it grow. And if Coca-Cola or Pepsi decides to buy this thing today or tomorrow, it's going to 10x from the price that we see here in a flash of a second, even maybe even more than that, guys. Maybe even more. I'm being modest on those numbers. But looking here at the day chart for Alkaline Water, the 1-minute chart, I'm surprised that a lot of people isn't on this stock just yet. But guys, once you see Shaq make a full-fledged commercial, it's going to be too late. Sorry to say that. But as you can see here, trading above VWAP all day, under volume, that is okay. But order flow distribution is telling us one thing. Buying pressure on all 2 levels, medium and small. No movement whatsoever in the large scale. That is okay. We're not too concerned about how fast water moves, guys, due to the fact that this is not a fast-moving stock whatsoever. Like I tell you guys, this is an investment. Okay. Now, I have a average cost here of 97 cents. Now, I don't plan on averaging up whatsoever unless water hits $1.20. That's my sweet spot. If it hit $1.25, I wouldn't even average up. But $1.20, I will average up then. I'm not saying that water will hit those levels, guys. I hope it does so I can load up. But I really don't think it will, guys. I think we saw the bottom, $1.51, the recent bottom, and we're going to move up from there. Okay. Now, let's talk about my boy. We finished off Master Blaster. Thanks a lot, Master Blaster, for that super chat. It really does help the YouTube channel. Not only that, it helps my ego know, like, you guys really appreciate what I'm doing. Let's keep it moving. Keeps me getting up at every morning for these live streams. Mark told us, man, he got out of AMC thanks to you and put that into CEI. Thanks, bro. Can you take a look at IDEX? IDEX, guys. Ideonomics. All right, we're gonna talk about Ideonomics really quickly. And then we got a shout out to my boy Eric. Eric wants to talk about HEPA and AEHL. All right, now looking here though, this thing just traded sideways today. Flat day trading. Very, very flat. We closed at where we opened. Okay, we opened here at. No, that's a lie, guys. We opened here at $1.15. We closed here at $1.13. Webull is just off a little bit. You know what? This is... Yeah, we traded sideways most of the day. But looking here, though, we're under volume today. Trading under the VWAP throughout the whole day isn't too concerning because we didn't drop in price. But the only thing that concerns me here, guys, let's take a look at it. All right, no, the numbers here, is that selling pressure. Okay, the reason why I knew the numbers, guys, because I could tell by the chart and these key statistics if we saw selling pressure or buying pressure. The selling pressure is my concern here. Okay, now the large scale orders not so much, but that retail and that medium has me very concerned that this stock can see levels below $2 here pretty soon. And I'm talking like $1.87. Between $1.87 is our floor here on the come down. But let's look here at the day chart. The day chart, yeah, guys, I do believe $1.87 is where we can be finding our way. 52-week low being 80 cents, 52-week high being $5.53. So as of now, risk versus reward isn't in our favor. Okay. So with that being said, I'll hold off on touching this stock. I wouldn't play it just yet, man. And now Eric wants to talk about HEPA. Another pharmaceutical company. It's money in these things, but you can lose it very quickly, guys, if you do not know how to play the pharmaceutical market. Okay, it's a certain way you play these things. As you can see here, bottoming out on the recent low, well, the 52-week low, $1.36. Since it hit that low, we spiked up to $1.85. Slow movement day after day. It took us a while to get there. Now we're back in a drop. Now it's looking as though that this stock may be forming a bowl here, or a cup, some people like to call it. Now, if that's the case, we can't see that $1.70 level by tomorrow. And this is very strange. Shouldn't that be red here, guys? If it's down 0.01%, we will need to get their stuff together. All right, but looking here, though, turnover rate, 0.68%. Not too many people were selling for a gain. Why? Because not too many people are in a gain position right now. A lot of people are sold for their gain once they hit that $1.85, guys. That range percentage is ideal. Let's take a look here at. This order flow distribution. As you can see here, we do see selling pressure on the stock. Massive outflow compared to the inflow on the large scale. The reason why I say it's massive because we don't see any movement whatsoever on that inflow. But what we do see is selling on all three levels compared to the inflow, guys. So we see selling pressure on it. But if we look here at the 1 minute chart, back to the 1 minute, the reason why those numbers are the way they are is because this spike we see here in the pre-market. So when you open with buying pressure already, the order flow distribution do not count the buying pressure in the pre or after market hours. Seeing that this buying pressure that came in the stock, looking here at the order flow distribution, even though that the outflow was greater, we opened with some large scale inflow in here that's not being counted because it wasn't in the trading day, guys. So don't get these numbers mixed up, like how's the outflow greater and we finished in the green day, due to the fact that all the inflow that came in the stock during the pre-market, okay, that outflow wasn't big enough to take us down in the red. So that being said, I see some buying pressure on the stock throughout the day. Aftermarket, it's very, very slow. My prediction for tomorrow is a slight green day here in HEPA. Now we're going to take a look here at AEHL, a stock that has all the numbers for a short squeeze target, meaning for retail investors to target this thing for a short squeeze. It's really hard for retail investors to cause a short squeeze because we rely on one another instead of ourselves to force this short squeeze. Volkswagen achieved that short squeeze because they only had to rely on themselves to hold the stock. Okay, so with that being said, don't buy a stock on the hopes of a short squeeze, guys. But looking here, as you can see here, low turnover rate. Range is in the range we like to see. Very under volume right now, guys. Very, very low volume. Should be very, very spotty on the trade And my concern we're here with AEHL is that the volume is getting lower and lower day after day, guys. That is getting very concerning here. And anytime that value continues to get, anytime a stock volume is going down and the price is going down, that is very concerning. But when we see low volume day after day, the price is going up, those stocks are setting itself up for a run. But when we tend to see volume getting lower and lower, and the price is getting lower, guys, these stocks are preparing itself for a drop off. Okay. But let's take a look here at the order flow distribution. As you can see here, large scale orders in the last 5 days. If we add that up, it's slightly surpassed the outflows. Today, outflow did slightly surpass the inflow. We do see selling pressure on all 3 scales, but not a lot far as the large go. With that being said, I do believe AEHL can see a further decrease in price around levels around like $2.65, maybe even $2.50, guys. Now, we are getting close to, matter of fact, guys, that was our last super chat. Man, it took me an hour to get through all those, guys. Even longer. You guys are nuts. You guys are nuts, man. Now, since we're done with the super chats so far, I don't want to speak too early, guys. Let's talk about the WSB plays. Ater. We're going to talk about Ater first because I know a lot of you guys are panicking. Okay? Here at the aftermarket hours, we're trading along the VWAP, guys. We're not seeing a sell-off in the aftermarket hours. Huge sign of we're going to see this thing bounce back. Like I was telling you guys in the Discord, buy Ater's dip now before it's too freaking late. All right. We take a look here back at the day chart, guys. Ater done this before, man. Ater done this before, even on the bigger scale, and it bounced back very rapidly, guys. So please do not panic. Okay, this is time to average down. This thing shot down close to 30% today. We shot down 38% on the 14th, guys. And by the 22nd, this thing, okay, we opened here on the 14th at $16 and closed at 10. By the 22nd, our high was $16.93 during the trading day, even higher that aftermarket. Okay, please don't give up on Ater, guys, because if you sell for a loss now, you're going to be mad at yourself by Monday. Now, I foresee a moon Monday here in Ater because I thought that we were going to see that 1910 today, and then we were going to see the sell-off Friday, but that didn't happen. We actually saw a drawback, not a sell-off, a drawback today on Thursday, which is giving me a huge indicator that we're going to see some buying pressure Friday, and we're going to see a moon Monday here in Ater. So if you're still holding the shares, let's say you didn't average down yet, you missed your average down, you're still up in the 1910s, this is time to be averaging down. In fact, if you got caught up in the 15s, guys, or 16s, this is the time to be averaging down now because you're going to regret it if you don't by Monday. I promise you that, guys. I promise you by Monday, Ater should rebound. I'm not saying that we're going to see that 1672, but this thing is going to start back moving up in price. So if you can grab some shares at the discount, I highly encourage you to do so before you miss out on that opportunity like a lot of people did on the 14th. But looking here at the order flow distribution, we do see that large scale outperforming, and we do see the inflow numbers being greater on the overall look. But why is that? And we shot down in price, guys, because if we look here, Ater was already trending that pre-market, okay? And then it shot down. So we see selling pressure on this thing already. Huge selling pressure that wasn't accounted for on this order flow distribution because it doesn't show us those numbers. Now, if it did show us those numbers, guys, this order flow distribution will be around 350 points total. So with this inflow actually surpassing, we saw more buying during the trading day than selling, guys, which was a very tight battle at the end of the day. Doesn't mean that the stock should be green due to the fact that most of this outflow was brought upon us during the trading, during the pre-market. Okay, so that is how you read that order flow distribution when the numbers are off. Now, the next stock I'm going to talk to you guys about is CEI. I haven't looked at CEI ever since this live stream. And CI key levels to look at is this VWAP right here, guys. Let's see if we can punch past it. Let's see if we can beat that. Punch past that $1.88. That is what is holding us right now. We did hit $1.96 during the pre-market. Right when the pre-market started, this thing started shooting up. Okay, now be aware. Tomorrow is Friday. This thing tends to see a high turnover rate. Okay, we do have day traders in this building, guys. We do see day traders here. Now, those day traders can affect us slightly, but not too much. Okay, so with that being said, man, expect to see a pullback tomorrow, guys. But that doesn't mean it's a panic sale or anything of the sort. In fact, guys, it's not 100% that we will see a pullback. But I just want you guys to be prepared for a pullback on Friday. Now, if we don't see a pullback Friday, we can see one Monday, depending on how high this thing spikes. Once we break that $2 levels, $2.25, I'm going to be cashing in some of my CEI. Only 20% on this one, though, because I do see this thing blowing past that 52-week high. And I'm going to lock in some of those gains so I can play in some other stocks, guys. Let's take a look here at the order flow. Well, we already spoke about the order flow, I'm pretty sure. No, we didn't, guys. That was for Ater. Now, remember when I tell you guys how important a large-scale order is? This is the type of things that a large-scale order can do to the stock. Now, if we see another large-scale order like this come in the stock, it's going to be a very, very good day to be in Ater, guys. Not Ater, but CEI. Now, looking here at the small scale, everything outperformed today, guys. We see buying pressure on it, but what was very important was that large scale. Okay, guys. And yes, we're doing the live stream a little bit longer today due to the fact that, guys, we hit 200 viewers today. We hit 200 viewers today. Okay. Something we never did here before. Pretty excited about that. CEI to the moon. Average from, you got that $1.10 average, Brandon? Yeah, man, if you guys caught that major buy alert way back when, 47 cents. Well, we all would be good right now, man. But yeah, guys, 47 cents is my cost average here once I made that buy alert. In fact, I made the major buy alert first, and then I bought it the next day. So it wasn't like I backdoored it, bought it, then made the buy alert. No, guys, I never do that. In fact, a lot of times I make major buy alerts on stocks that I'm not even in, man. Okay, so with that being said, CEI is the place to be right now. Let's take a look here at Northern Dynasties, another stock that we, what the heck? Another stock that, what in the fuck? Bro, what is wrong with, bro, I know y'all ain't just, okay. I was about to be pissed, bro. All right. Let's take a look here at NAC, guys. That's the stock we want to take a look here at. Northern Dynasties, guys. NAC is seeing that little 5% drop. Please don't panic, guys. Please do not panic. We're at the end of the week. NAC is a speculative buying stock. And we saw some huge orders coming in today, guys, by the big players. Is it because they know more about that appeal than we do? I mean, guys, as far as the appeal go, it will do justice for the American government due to the fact that they will be able to tax the hell out of exporting copper out of Alaska. Okay, so it's going to be a win-win. Not only that, that copper is needed for the whole global economy to push this EV mandate that everyone is talking about, because those batteries take a huge amount of copper. And Alaska is said to have the most concentrated copper deposits in the world. So if NAC can actually break ground over there, guys, get that appeal to go for their way, $3 even. $3 is my price target for Northern Dynasties, guys. If we take a look here at the analysis for NAC, as you can see here, this thing was just pushing up on that large scale order throughout the whole day. Not only that, we see buying pressure on all three levels. Now, guys, like I made that video this week, I was telling you about NAC. This week is going to see huge gains. Okay. So with that being said, guys, we did see that. Please cover OCGN. Yes, we will. OCGN. Like I told you guys, OCGN made a major buy alert. But with OCGN's major buy alert, guys, we thought we were going to hear that news this week. But they already announced it and said it's coming out next week. So expect OCGN to push up next week. Now, we have an early seat because we bought this thing on Monday. We bought it on Monday. We have an early seat. We're not panicking about anything right now, guys. As you can see, let's check out the week. We are green on the week. So, we are sitting good, guys. Let's take a look back at the 1-minute chart from today's movement. Seeing that this thing started to push up right at the end of the day gives us a huge indicator that Friday can be a very good day, guys. I'm expecting a lot of people to hurry up and try to get that early seat Friday for next week's ride. Now, as you can see, at large scale orders in the last 5 days, we do not see any movement in the last 4 days. But we do see selling pressure on that medium scale, but buying pressure on the small today. Now, moving forward, I do think we're going to close with a green day tomorrow. The same type of movement we have been seeing here day after day. Slowly but surely, guys, OCGN is moving. Okay, but as you guys know, when OCGN spikes, this thing rocks, guys. This thing spike up very, very high in price. Yeah, Alaska does have the most concentrated copper. Because you got to think about it. Alaska hasn't been exploited for its natural resources yet. Okay, we did come out with a pact that we will preserve Alaska, guys. But we're coming to a world where we need that now, guys. We need the copper out of there to actually preserve the rest of the world with it, to cut down emissions on vehicles, man. So it's really needed. But now, guys, let's talk about AMC. Let me tell you about what happened with AMC, guys. So, you guys know, yesterday's video, someone commented this morning. I woke up to this comment. A guy says, he said something crazy. I want to say he said, look at your Ater now. It's tanking and AMC is ripping. Eat that. So I instantly look at Ater. I saw we was down like 18%. Nothing to panic about, because if you call it the major buy alert, a lot of us are still up over 100% in Ater with today's drop. I looked over at AMC and I noticed that AMC was only up 2% when the guy said this. So I said to myself, that's how you really know it's a lot of bag holders in AMC if they're celebrating on a 2% gain. In fact, AMC did close in the red. Now, guys, and I also said to him, I have a cost average of $4.70, 72 cents to be exact, in Ater, and I'm still up well over 180% on that play. It's not too many people that's holding AMC shares can say that. And I also told the guy, if you buy Ater's dip today, I'm pretty sure you will have more gains by Monday than you do in AMC currently. So, with that being said, guys, the guy was an idiot, man. The guy told me AMC is ripping. I looked at AMC, it's only up 2%. What is 2%? That lets you know you are a true bag holder if you're parading a 2% spike, okay? Probably because I've been talking bad about AMC a lot. Anytime that AMC tends to move at least 2%, people like to jump out the woodworks and celebrate it. But all in all, guys, we are still up in Ater. If you did take that call, if you did take the major buy alert, guys, we're up over 100% on that play. In fact, Ater saw more gains this week than AMC did all month. Okay, two different spectrums. One is an investment. AMC is a full-fledged trade, guys. This isn't an investment. I wouldn't even dare invest into AMC due to the fact that people are looking to sell it. People aren't looking to hold their AMC shares for years or months. They're looking for an exit to make some quick bucks. They're not going to leave anything in AMC, guys. They're going to just drop it completely. So with that being said, this is an investment. A lot of people are buying AMC off the speculation of a short squeeze, which with 500 million shares in the free float, that's going to be hard, as well as the free float market cap being $20 billion. Where are the retail investors going to get $20 billion from? Now, a company can pump $20 billion into AMC, but why don't they do that? Because it is a lot of people that will dump it before that company can actually sell for its gains. Now, my boy Brian Lopez wants to talk about AMC. He is in at, not AMC, guys, TMC. He's in at $6.50. Time to jump ship or hold. $6.50 on TMC. The metals company, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Brian. I do not suggest anyone sell anything for a loss. But if you really want to get out of TMC, I would jump ship, because if you continue to follow the channel, you stay in the Discord, man, you will find another stock tonight that you will gain back the losses that you lost in TMC. Your deficit isn't too big, okay? Now, anyone that was up at 1539 and is looking to sell today, that is a no-no. But yeah, though, Brian, I would jump ship. You're not too deep in. It's other plays out there so you can grab back some of those gains. Should IRNT bounce back tomorrow? It's hard to tell on IRNT right now. And shout out to Ryan for that super chat. Shout out to Brian for that super chat. Brian Lopez. These super chats really does go a long way. In fact, it really does a lot for me personally, because I know, okay, these guys like what I'm doing. They appreciate what I'm doing. They want me to do these live stream. Let me get my butt up. Every day, 250. We're going to run. We're running this one a little bit longer, guys, because we did hit the 200 viewers. And I'm stoked about that. Okay, that lets me know we're growing. TTM is growing. Our portfolios is growing. And our knowledge of the stock market is growing. That is my key. That is my reason for doing YouTube, guys. All right. Now, as the channel gets bigger, we all going to get bigger, guys. Okay, just know you guys was here before everybody else, all right? Now, like I was saying about TMC, TMC is seeing a sell-off, guys. I ain't even going to call this a pullback. Be honest with you, this is a sell-off. Now, it's a time to buy and a time to sell. The time to be buying it isn't now. I mean, unless you want to average down and try to get out on the next rise, which would be smart. But why does AMC turnover show only 8%? Just wondering, because only 8% of people, only 8% of that trading actually sold it for a gain. That's why the turnover percent is like that. Not too many people sold for a gain. But 8% of the 41 million shares were sold for a gain. Stay strong, apes. AMC GME. Stay strong, guys. If you were holding if you bought AMC at $1.91 and you didn't sell it at $77, which we saw that pre-market, shame on you. If you bought in at $2 and you didn't sell it and we're sitting at $40, shame on you. Now, if you are continuing to hold AMC and that's the only stock you're holding and you're not making any money, well, you came to the wrong place, because this channel is based on making money and making money only. We're not here to make enemies with the hedge funds. In fact, if you ask me, guys, I would love to be a part of Marvin Capital, because those guys are making billions while people are handing over their money for a hopes and a short squeeze. Guys, I got in the stock market just to build generational wealth so my kids don't have to do that. Okay? I want to build generational wealth so my kids don't have to work, and their kids don't have to work, and their kids don't have to work to provide for their kids, guys. All this ape talk, AMC ape talk, blah, blah, blah. I cannot pay a bill. I cannot go to the dealership and tell them, look, I'm an AMC ape. Can I get this car? No, it doesn't work like that. It's all about capital. AMC isn't a stock to be in, guys. Okay, for instance, if you were making money on the side and you were pouring into AMC, if every ape was making money on the side and was able to bleed that money over to AMC, then maybe a short squeeze was possible. But right now, it's all about AMC. If you go onto any AMC board and you mention any other stock, they're going to drown you out. They're going to look at you as an enemy. They're going to call you a hedge fund. They're going to call you all type of stuff. But you're the smart guy and you done made a few turnovers for 100% this week. Okay? Open your eyes up, guys. AMC. Yes, AMC bag holders, bro. Anytime that AMC shoots up 2%, the guy actually made it his job to message me, talk crap about Ater, and uplift AMC on AMC's 2% spike. Bro, Ater this week is still seeing more gain this week than AMC saw this whole month. That's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, guys. AMC went from $1.91 AMC is up over 2,000% right now. AMC went from $1.91 to $77, and people are saying it's not done. I don't know what more do you want? Do you want to see 1,000, 10,000% gain? Hold and buy, apes. Listen, son, everyone here done made more money on my plays than they have made on AMC. Period, point blank. You're not going to convincing people to buy AMC is the hardest thing now. Now, convincing them to hold isn't too hard. I mean, you got these big YouTubers telling you that it's going to squeeze, saying it's intimate, saying that the AMC squeeze is a for sure thing. But when in reality, the YouTubers that is doing that, guys, is making, how is your YouTube revenue outperforming your portfolio? Oh, you must be holding on AMC then, right? A lot of these YouTubers are making more money off YouTube than they're making on their actual portfolio, guys. And if that's the case, I wouldn't want to follow anyone like that. If you're getting paid more to talk about AMC than trade it, if you're getting paid more to talk about a stock than actually owning the thing, guys, it's stupid. It's stupid. The only people that is making money on AMC is people like treys, Matt kohrs. People like that is actually making hundreds of thousands a month just to put out an AMC video. But they tell you what you want just to keep you in. Just for instance, if I decided to promote AMC, become an AMC ape, say this and that about AMC, guys, this channel would have been over 100K by now. But when AMC doesn't squeeze, how would that make me look? Would you guys actually trust me in calling plays after that? No, you wouldn't, man. So when everyone realizes that this AMC push or anything like that was a total hoax, it's not going to happen. It's going to make me look even better. It's going to make me look more reliable in the trade. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, guys, all the FUD, a lot of people try to tell you that it's FUD, this and that. Right now, if it is true that all these shares that the hedge funds are selling is fake and synthetic, I did the count. At the share price it is now, they can't afford to buy back all those shares. So who is going to pay? Who is going to buy back all the shares? Who is actually going to pay everyone if the hedge funds can't afford to do so? If the hedge funds can't afford to buy back those shares, who is going to pay that? A lot of people want to say these in some type of magical insurance company, or the stock market is insured by this and that. But you want to know what, guys? The SEC isn't even going to allow that to happen, because they're going to use their scapegoat. The scapegoat they've been using for the last, ever since January. They've been warning us for a reason, guys. So they can use that scapegoat when shit hits the fan. They're going to be able to say, we told you that this was risky. We told you that this was an bad investment, and you just did the total opposite. There's nothing we can do for you. Now people are going to say that the insurance company can do it, but AMC is so high profile, and all this talk is being said about fake, naked shorting and all that. And if the insurance companies was going to be liable for paying that, they would have been blown the whistle. For instance, if you go in an antique store and soon you walk in, the lady tells you you are going to be responsible for anything that your kid breaks. Is you going to let him break everything and wait till he's done and then mention it and just pay for it at the end. No, you're going to blow the whistles right away, just like any insurance company does, guys. Why is this insurance company not even investigating this whole AMC manipulation going on if it is true? And insurance companies even investigate car accidents. If an insurance company is going to investigate a car accident, you think they wouldn't have already investigated the so-called fake shares being sold in AMC by now? What happened to that lawyer that was supposed to look out for the AMC shareholders and bust this case? What happened to that, guys? All this FUD is being built around AMC, and people, smart people, are taking advantage of that, such as YouTubers talking about it, feeding you the FUD, telling you what you want to hear so you continue to watch them. That's it. That's all. And me talking down on AMC, guys, really doesn't, I'm really not trying to build the channel off of AMC. I'm building the channel off of great cause. That's it. That's all. And I wish we were, you're right, Black Nicholson, I wish we was paid hedges. Because if we was paid by hedge funds, man, that'd be crazy, wouldn't it? But you got to think about it, guys. The news don't tell you how much money Marvin Capital actually made. They only told us about how much he lost. Why don't they tell us how much he's making, how much Marvin Capital is making on the side in other plays, other stocks that they are shorting? Because the news don't really want you to know what you're up against. They don't want you to know that this company lost 30 billion, but they made 120 billion during the time. So you would think personally that you are winning, that this guy is getting close to going bankrupt or something like that. No, it's not the case. And a lot of people don't understand this. If I borrow 1 million shares from you personally, right, and I go short it, I can actually buy those shares from you outright without even returning them or having them buy them back and fluctuate the stock price. They can get away with that, guys. They don't have to actually buy back those shares and return them. They can just buy them outright from the lender. From the lender. Okay? So if I borrowed them at $65, which they did borrow a lot of shares at $65, and they don't want to affect the stock price, they can buy back those shares from the lender. Just buy them outright for a cheaper price. Because the price is even cheaper now, guys. They can take that route. A lot of people not opening their eyes out to the actual conspiracy that is going on, guys. This is bigger than you think. Okay? Somebody commented and said, if the government allows that to happen, there's going to be blood in the streets, this and that. Man, I can tell you so many times the government did something like that. It was blood in the streets, but they looked right past it. Okay? Look what they did to Kabul. You think they don't care? You think America is going to allow this to happen, which is going to cause huge amounts of inflation? Okay? A lot of people are saying that each share is going to be worth $1,000 in AMC. Do you guys not know that will make AMC the world's richest company, and it will be worth more than America's GDP total? So this company will be worth more than America spends a year. Is that even possible? No, it's not, guys. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Sell AMC. I'm willing to tell you that if you sell AMC now, I don't even care if AMC was worth $100,000 a share. Guys, it's way more opportunities than that you can make money in the stock market. You cannot beat a multi-billion-dollar hedge fund. Why? Because these guys have the capital to make money in other places. That's just going to drown you out. Okay, so you guys need to actually think about that. Actually think about that. I want you guys to actually mention some of these points in these big YouTubers' comment sections and see if they can answer that. See if they can tell you if the hedge funds can't buy back these shares and it's up to the so-called insurance company to pay for it. Why haven't the insurance company came in and blown the flag now? It's not like AMC is under a rock. No one knows about it. This is a stock that has been talked about on the news. Why hasn't that came into play yet? If they can answer that, I will shut up about AMC. I swear to God, I'll never mention AMC again. I'll become an AMC ape if one of those YouTubers can answer that. They can't, guys. They can't. They're not even going to acknowledge your comment because they don't want to get blown out. They want to keep you around by telling you what you want to hear. Okay? I would rather be listening to a guy that's telling the truth than telling me stories. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to shut this one down. Okay? Do not miss today's rundown video, guys. I love all the camaraderie you guys show here. I love the TTM family. I love you savvy investors. Not only that, I love that you guys are learning the stock market. You guys are learning things about the stock market. You are learning how to identify things. Okay, so when you're watching this channel, guys, you're going to learn, prosper, and grow that portfolio. That's all I have for you guys today. You guys take it easy and catch me in the Discord, guys. Peace. Why does it mean 150?